I want to talk about this for the method, bro. How was it mean, like Choppa, and like I seen you throw a herb as well. Like that's kind of
Yeah,
that was some of my first time seeing you as well. Kind of, I
for real.
remember Choppa dropped that tape, bro. It was that the spiritual tape. That
Like
shit was so
from
hard,
dark
bro.
to light class, that shit still
Oh
get played
God,
to this day.
no
I'm telling
cap, bro. That shit
you.
was so hard, bro. I was like, niggas don't be listening, though. I like, bro, that shit hard. And then I was like, but
Honestly, bro.
how was that me and him and just like throwing herbs and just being in the spiritual community, just seeing that people, even a rapper at that level, like even just thinking conscious as well.
Honestly, bro, that was the best day of my life to this day, bro. That felt like the heaven frequency, gang. Like I'm gonna be
Yeah,
100% honest with you, because that showed me that anything is possible. That showed me how your manifestations are being listened to, no matter how far you think that shit is away. Cause I feel like, I purposely feel like the average Detroit nigga. I purposely feel like my options was limited. I felt like everybody else. I feel like that's for other people. That's not for me. So when I experienced things that was my biggest manifestation, I'm like, oh my God, let me tell every single person that this shit is possible. And I don't care how much your mind say I can't do it right now. It gotta be this first, but be this first. That's all bullshit. Just follow your purpose. You will get rewarded by everything you always wanted, bro. So when I was
no
just like,
cap.
that whole day was just great, man. Like it was just everything was linear, everything aligned. Um, just being around, because Choppa, a lot of people ain't know that Choppa was my favorite rapper. Like besides YoungBoy, of course, shout out YoungBoy, but like Choppa was
Oh
like
yeah,
my favorite rapper, like, and I just like loved him personally. So kicking it with him, being in his crib or whatever, playing that shit out, it felt like it just wasn't real. It felt like it was just too aligned to be true, bro. Like to be honest. And then the night of, just meeting all these celebrities backstage, and this is the first time I ever like stepped out into that world. I'm coming from my
yeah,
room in Detroit. Next thing you know, I'm in Atlanta in a whole
yeah.
different environment, bro. So it's
No
like
cap.
it was just surreal, bro. Just being on stage, rapping Bryson with him. Bryson was like my favorite song at that time.
Bryson.
Come on, bro. Like that shit felt like a fucking dream, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. That shit felt like a dream.
Me.
Like just being on
Me.
stage, man, having people just reaching, calling my name. People was calling my name. Like I'm over here thinking I'm still nobody. People saying real, real. I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't know, bro. Like I can't really put that energy in words. It was just the best shit I ever experienced. It was better than anything I could have manifested. Like
No cap.
when God said He got you, bro. When the universe said He got you, He really got you, and He got you in ways you can't even imagine. Just stay consistent on your purpose, and you would get rewarded with things you didn't even know was possible. I never thought that shit was possible. I never thought that shit was possible.
No cap though. You said it though. It all started with like right here, like in the mind or probably on a piece of paper somewhere. Like you,
Yes.
that should be crazy, bro. Like, but I want to talk about that. Like, how did talk about the power of writing this shit down and visualizing this shit. Like, I was talking about
Right
no,
now, I do this every
no,
day.
no cap, bro. I like fool every day, just
For
seeing this
sure.
shit
Perfect.
everywhere. Just
Perfect.
having like, got it's like I feel like that shit like. I feel like that shit just for me is like I don't know. For now, at first, I feel like everything's strange until you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Until you realize
Yeah.
this shit, and
Yeah.
then and once I start realizing that shit, I'm like, bro, I'm really creating what the fuck I wrote down and what I put in my music. I'm like, oh shit. So I gotta watch
Bro.
what the fuck I'm saying and what I'm doing.
Yes. Oh,
That
yes.
shit
Bro.
scary.
Bro, all of that shit is real. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
even a real believer in writing it down and shit like that coming true until I found the energy in it, the real meaning behind it, bro. Because it's like you got to understand that you got 70,000 thoughts a day, and most of those
Damn.
thoughts will all get drifted into the void. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you get motivational thoughts, motivational sparks, and you just let that shit go to the oblivion. But if you was to genuinely write down how you want your life, what do you want to do, when do you want to do it, if you make a structure with your manifestations, bro, it has no choice but to manifest. Because you got to
For
understand,
real.
like, most of your days you on autopilot, so you manifesting bullshit. If you was to use that energy from autopilot and you was to
Yeah.
put it towards what you want, it will come 10 times faster. Next thing you know, you living in a magical life. You think it's magical, but it really came from you. So it's like you living in a life that seemed too good to be true, too perfect, too organized, too creative, all because you finally told your mind, this is what we're going to start doing. This is how we're going to start living. And then listen to you. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's very important to align your mind with your reality. And the best way to do that is to write it down and give your subconscious a structure of what to do from morning to night, bro.
For real. Start right now. I mean,
Man, please, bro. Like it
I
takes
mean,
nothing. It takes no effort, no work, but just write some shit down, bro.
yeah.
Telling you, bro.
Yeah, I want to ask you that though. I think that's something I used to start telling people. Like, bro, I used to start asking people that, like, cause I used like people that was around me this close. I was like, bro, you journaling, bro? I just knew the power of that shit, and like most people, I had a season to just had to release some shit, like just release the past type shit. I want to
Hmm.
ask you on that, like, have you ever had like I know you probably have, but like a season of just like isolation, a season of releasing. Like I call winter a lot of times the season of releasing, like because the leaves coming down and shit, the shit
Yeah,
they gonna grow back in spring. You know the truth during
yeah.
the new year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how is that experience for you? Like, have you ever had that experience, just isolation, just season of releasing?
Multiple times, brother. Multiple times, honestly,
No
bro. And I
cap.
feel like that's a part of the experience, bro. It's like you gotta have a season where you step back from the world. You look at parts of yourself that was idle. Like you look at parts of yourself that you never could see because you was too busy, too active. You was ignoring it, all kind of stuff. So sometimes you have to get sit down to really learn yourself more intimately than ever before. You gotta, you feel me? Look at yourself from a different perspective. Use resources that you
Yeah.
didn't know was available, cut things out that you ain't know will fuck you up. All kind of stuff comes from your season of isolation. The more powerful the season, the more powerful the comeback. And people gonna be
Yeah.
like, "How the hell did you get this? This was too quick. This all this stuff because I listened and I made the actions necessary in my isolation, bro." So
Okay.
that shit is very important, man. Very important. I just came out of my isolation season, like 8 months to a year, the longest time I was ever in isolation. And that's why I'm so like transformed now, and I feel like I'm a different person now because I went all in and I didn't just cheat myself on this journey. I went all in and really
Yeah.
did what I was supposed to do on that journey, bro.
That's hard. How do you like? How was that though? Like being okay. I'm gonna take a break from this shit. 8 to 12 months. I'm gonna lock in with myself. What made you get to that point? Okay, bro. I need this shit again. Cause you, like you said, this shit like a. It's like a recurring. It's like you gotta find because it's gonna be some you gonna want to keep improving. You gonna want to keep evolving. So that's just how this
Exactly,
shit go.
bro. Exactly, bro. And I kind of lost my balance with this shit too. Like I
Yeah.
went all in, brother. Like I'm telling you, like it got to the point where you know I just didn't like what I was seeing when I was isolated. And then I couldn't just come back to the world knowing I had that baggage unhealed. I couldn't ignore myself. I couldn't cheat myself because the longer I was in isolation was the longer I loved myself. And once you love yourself, you don't need discipline no more. You don't need to be hard on yourself no more because you genuinely love yourself. So you just take the actions necessary to get yourself to your best self. So man, it was the darkest time of my fucking life. Like my inner child, my to get to him, I had to face all the demons that he conjured from life. You know what I'm saying? To really get back to my truest self, bro, I had to deal with all the baggage that I put on him by this dirty ass world, and it was so stressful, so traumatizing, so uncomfortable every single day. But it was worth it because it's me and I couldn't run from it. So if I tried to run from it, it would show up in my life. It would show up in blocked opportunities. It would show up in negative circumstances, show up in self hate. It doesn't go nowhere. So you either face that shit head on or you have a tainted version of your life and you would never get what you want. So man, it was crazy, bro. And I'm still doing it, but I feel like now I'm doing it with a better perspective. I got more love, more experience with myself, more patience with myself. And I'm just, just returning to who I always was before the world.
Nah, for real, for real.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Beautiful journey, man. I had to fucking delete my social media, man. Like I didn't say take a break. I deleted my entire social media. You feel me? I made the choice to delete my social media, not knowing I was going to eventually restore it. But the identity that I was in at that time, he had said, you know what? If I'm supposed to help people and not be a content creator, let me delete social media and I will still fulfill my purpose. But this media shit corrupted my life. This media shit, being famous, losing my purpose, it corrupted my mind. So let me let it go. But God said, I don't need you to delete your media. I need you to delete the identity that came from your media. So I did that, and I ended up restoring it when I was in a better mind. But I gave one of my accounts to my brother. It was rooted in the fame illusion. It was rooted in the ego. It was, you know what I'm saying? It had no
Yeah.
purpose. So I gave that away, and now I'm just more stern in the when I got now my other account, and I'm just straight purpose now. I'm straight reformed.
No, that's 100. That's 100. That's a
For
100 right
sure.
there. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure.
How was it? That's just I gave to my Brody. That's hard though. That's hard. That's like
For
that's
sure.
some real shit. That's like just not caring about this shit. Like, okay, bro.
Man, bro,
I can do
yes.
it. I can do this shit again if I wanted to. Type
Yeah,
shit.
you feel me, bro?
Yeah.
It's like I had to
Yeah.
realize, like, that shit wasn't real. What's real is what got me here, and that's y'all. That's the people that
Yeah.
actually connect with me, the actual people that care about me, not the people that I'm trying to get. to see me, not the celebrities, not no fake ass reality that my ego
Yeah,
created. You know what I'm saying? So I sacrificed that reality and that identity, and I just made love with the person that was under that shit. And I'm living happier than ever. I don't feel like I'm in a race. I don't feel like I'm being judged for anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that
uh,
I'm underachieving. I'm just embracing what God gave me, and that's my
yeah.
purpose.
You think I think that's what you I know what you talking about. It's like once you like you start seeing shit, you be like, okay, damn, why I'm not like that. I want to be like that and shit, bro. That's not
Yes.
for you, my nigga. That me.
This
That's
seed
how I had
from
to realize
community.
me. I had to talk to
Yeah,
myself like that. Like, bro, that shit not for me, bro. I had to realize that shit. Like most
yeah,
of this
brother.
shit
Yes.
was meant for you, bro. Like you said, it gonna come to you. And you ain't gotta chase none of this shit. That's
At
what I
all.
had to realize, bro. This shit just reality, bro. This shit like I feel like I heard this. I listened to who that was, bro. Rashad Jamal, my dog, bro. Free Rashad
Pretty
Jamal,
side, please,
nigga. He was
bro.
like, you close your eyes, he's like you in the center of the universe, nigga. This shit not real. You come back, it's all in your mind or some shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, that shit real. Like this
for
shit not even real for real. Like you can do
real,
all
bro.
this shit.
Man, bro, that's real shit. And it's like your ego gonna convince you that it's more to it. Your ego gonna convince you that you can't just stay still and be in your purpose. It's gonna tell you do this, do that, do that. You got to do this, or it's not
Yeah.
working. Like, bro, stay still, bro. You are in alignment. You are in your purpose, doing exactly what you're supposed to do, bro.